So wait to discipulate. I'm going to do the notes on present tense verbs. This should be review. You should be familiar with a lot of this, but if you're having trouble with it after you're done with this, please feel free to make an appointment to see me. First of all, we're going to learn how to form present tense verbs for all four conjugations. The basic steps for formation include copy the first principal part of the verb as the first person singular. So let's take a look at a verb. We have laudo, laudara, laudavi, laudatus. It means to praise. The first word that you see here is your first principal part. Copy the first principal part in the first person singular. Laudo is our first step. Then you're going to drop the RE from the infinitive form and use the resulting stem to complete the chart. What I mean by that is this is your infinitive form. The second principal part is always the infinitive. Drop the RE. What you're left with, lauda, is your stem. Write the stem, copy the stem 5 times. So, lauda, 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 lauda. Okay. And then you're going to add onto that stem, the personal endings. And that is your Gilligan's Island song. So you already have O, and then S, T, mus, tis, and T. O is for I, so I praise. S is you. T is for he, she, or it. Mus is we. Tis is you all. And NT tells us they. All right, so first conjugation. This is a first conjugation verb. It's easy to see if you got it right because of the hint. You should have one O and then 5 A's before the personal ending. So no A before the O, but then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A's total before your personal endings. But what if you don't have first conjugation? Well, let's take a look. Most of the time, if you have first or second, it's easy, you follow the steps. Even fourth is pretty easy. You basically follow those steps with a slight difference. However, if the infinitive ends in an ERE without the macron, no macron there, this is a third conjugation verb. And in third, if the infinitive ends in an ERE, the last E of the stem, so dropping that RE, so this E right here, changes to an I, okay? But in the third person plural, it changes to a U, okay? Which means that your third person plural ending is UNT when it's a third conjugation verb, regular. If you have an IO in the first principal part, it's still going to follow these basic rules. If it's ERE, the E changes to an I. If it's IRE, like fourth has IO always, because it's IRE, and you'll still follow that, except in the third person plural, there'll be an IU. So there'll be an I before that U, and your ending will be IUNT. So let's take a look at some more of these. On the back, yes, you have to turn it over. We just talked about first conjugation, the hint that I gave you, it should look like 1 O 5 A's, okay? Let's take a look at third now, since that's the trickiest one. Third, the hint for third is what it's gonna look like when you're done, as long as it's a third regular, okay? So that's gonna be that E-R-E, no long mark, is you're gonna have an O, and you're gonna have 4 I's, and then you're going to have a U. O, 4 I's, U. So, Duco, still copy the first principal part. That's always the first thing that you do, okay? Then, it's third, you have to drop the R-E, but change that E to an I 4 times. D-U-C-I, 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 but now that I is going to change the last time to a U. Go back and put in your personal endings. You already have the O, S-T, mus, tis, N-T. And now I want you to translate. O is for I, S is you, T is for he, she, it. Make sure you have the S on leads. We say he leads, not he lead. Mus we, tis you all, and NT is they. Okay, so now let's look at second. Second is really easy. It follows the rules completely, and when you're done, you're going to have 6 E's before your personal endings, okay? So just copy that first principal part, drop your R-E, copy that stem, in every box, and add your personal endings. And then again, O is for I. So I fear, you fear, he, she, or it fears, we fear, you all fear, they fear. Okay? Last one. Wenio, weniera, weni, wentus is fourth conjugation because it has the I-R-E here. Still basically follows the rules that we set out with in the beginning. You copy the first principal part, you drop the R-E, and you copy this wanie, 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 wanie. And then this one is the one that's funny. You have to have that U in there. But it's an I-O, so you still have the I too. So I-U. Then go back, S-T, mus, tis, N-T, and you fill these in. Okay? Why don't you translate it and bring that in tomorrow finished without me having to show it to you.